trade.
Yeah.
Bringing in Queen. What exactly do you envision her filling in roles for this team, especially right now without Shakira, and then maybe Elena still there?
Yeah, Queen's a young post player with a lot of upside. Had a great rookie season a year ago. You know, we watched her a lot when she was at Baylor and we were scouting for last year's draft. And right out, the things that jump out right away are her rebounding and her rim protection, her defense especially. We know she can score a little bit, but you know, as you said, with Shakira out, obviously we have a void kind of at 5 in terms of being able to protect the rim. We can play different ways with Tiana or Myisha at 5, but we kind of needed that person that can come in and eat some rebounds up and anger us a little bit defensively.
Was this something that came up once Shakira got injured, or did you want to wait and see how you guys did Sunday before?
I'll keep most of that internal. I mean, it came up more recently, but not specifically necessarily because of the Shakira situation. Yeah.
And how's Elena doing? Have you been able to see more of her and where she's at?
Yeah, I would say she's still in the day-to-day mold. I don't know if you saw, she was on the court a little bit today, but kind of just strengthen that ankle back up, and we'll make a determination tomorrow for the injury report.
And then Tasha saw that she didn't have shoes on there in practice.
Yeah, just tweak the ankle a little bit, but I think she's kind of day-to-day also. And I think she feels like she'll be good to go Friday. Yeah.
Will Queen be able to play on Friday? Is she coming in with Indiana?
Yeah, no, Indiana's in Minnesota tonight, so she's she will get in tomorrow and be able to go through shoot around and be available Friday, barring something unexpected.
And then rebounding, obviously, a point of emphasis for you.
Yeah.
Queen and everything. How has that dictated how you're going to organize practices for right now?
There's probably a list of things for practice that we just feel like we've slipped a little bit in terms of our fundamentals, some of our defensive rotations, our fouling, our rebounding. And so now that we have a couple days, you know, each drill we do has probably a little bit of a component for each of those areas. Yep.
Coach, how you doing?
Doing all right yourself?
I'm doing well. One question I always asked your father was the importance of rest. You say, I won't make excuses, you know, everybody goes through it, but how was having that long weekend just restorative for you?
It was good. I mean, it was a little crazy, obviously, with some roster moves and everything. And, you know, kind of being in the position where we are of trying to figure out where everybody's at physically. But I think it was needed by our players as much as anything, just to have a couple days to get their legs back under them. We had travel in the middle of it. So I think players were grateful for it.
Asked you about Asia Cup.
Yeah.
Women's championship played really well. What your thoughts and just seeing her back in the game as well?
It was great to have her back in. I mean, it was a tight game they played with Japan, and so that was a pressure game that they had to come through and win it. And she obviously made the all tournament team, so it was great to see her be successful. I think that's, you know, winning like that is a habit. So it's good to have her back and bring a little bit of that juice back into our group.
And then last week, I know Renee's on hardship. What is she kind of the dynamic she brings to the team?
It was nice for her to actually get a practice today and not just having to try to do it in a walkthrough. So she brings a toughness defensively. I think, you know, she's not going to back down from anybody. Offensively, an additional ball handler who can make some plays in the paint. She's been here before in camp, so it's not all brand new to her, even though we're doing some new things. And I just like, you know, she's just a really good kid who plays hard and is competitive.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Also want to ask about Christy.
Oh yeah. I meant to update that. So we're basically going to take it to the All-Star break now, and hopefully on the other side of the break she's ready pretty quick. Just making progress but not quite ready. Yep. That's it for in the room.
Thanks, Eric. We'll go to Kareem
on Zoom.
Hey, what's up, man? I know I'm keeping you guys on your toes. I'll be back down there tomorrow though. Just kind of real quick, just on Elena, you know, I heard you say day to day. Could you expand a little bit, just because I couldn't see how much she is able to do? I know she didn't like participate in practice, but how, you know, her mobility, what is she kind of able to do at this point?
She was doing a little bit of shooting today and just kind of getting herself back on the court. Didn't do anything live, but you know, it's just kind of with ankle sprains, you got to get the swelling out of there and then start building the strength back up. So not a lot, but we'll see about tomorrow, and we'll see how it progresses towards Friday.
Was this and today was the first day she was on the court, correct? Like she didn't get on the court the last 2 days, right?
She did a little bit of standstill stuff yesterday. We weren't in as a team yesterday, but
Yep.
she did a little bit, just kind of spot stuff, just trying to get her balance back and feel that foot out and that ankle out a little bit.
Gotcha. And just one more about Queen. How much had you guys kind of kept an eye on her in the past? I don't know how much you guys looked into her as you guys were preparing for draft last year. I know you guys kind of went up, obviously went up against her a little bit. Just I'm curious how much knowledge you guys had on her before you guys started to kind of really dive into the possibility of this move in the last couple days.
I mean, we spent a lot of time around Baylor her senior year, especially. There was a pretty consensus top 3 in that draft, but the more we were around, the more we thought Queen would be a good pro. And we had so we picked Shakira, and then we had the 14th pick, and we knew we were going to take a guard, so it was probably not a situation we were going to take her. But as we watched her rookie year last year, obviously her athleticism and her mobility stands out as being a WNBA caliber post player. And you just kind of keep tabs. It's kind of our job to keep tabs on everybody and pay attention to everybody. She kicked our butt pretty good on the boards earlier this year, and so those things stick with you a little bit. And I think everybody kind of saw when they drafted Aaliyah that maybe Queen would be a player that would need a different role elsewhere at some point, and it just happened to be this week.
And actually, just one last one. I lied. As you guys are deciding to bring back Lene, obviously her and Abby are different players. Did you just feel a little bit more need for that energy defensive kind of mindset as opposed to, I guess, with Lee coming back, you had some more shooting coming back? Was that kind of some of the decision making there?
Pretty much, yeah. With Mung coming back, we kind of feel like we had that role filled, and just needing an insurance ball handler is probably the way we felt.
Gotcha. Sorry, Mung, not Lee. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yes,
I think either is correct.
All right, that's all for me. I appreciate you.
Yep.
I think that's it, Coach. Thank
All right.
you.
I'll wave Ariel back in. Yeah, she did a little bit, but she just got off the flight last night, so we didn't want to
Here,
What's up? Good. How are you? Good.
I want to ask, obviously not having Shakira,
Mhm.
Elena dealing with her ankle right now. For you, how do you kind of approach what's next for the team, knowing
Mhm.
your role and how important you are to the entire? Like, is there any
Yeah.
change in your mindset on how you want to approach the game? I
Mhm.
know Eric's talked before about giving a little bit more from everybody else. I'm
Yeah.
curious for you, what is that little bit more that you look?
I would say, I mean, it's in all areas, a little bit more vocal, a little bit more locked in on personnel. I mean, you kind of saw it in that Atlanta game for me. I should have done a way better job of containing Alicia Gray and not just sending her to the rim and hoping that Kira's there to block it, So just being more a little locked in on small things like that. And then for me, just being more aggressive on the offensive end, really, because I mean that takes away some points from us. Obviously they're 2 big scorers for us. So just taking 1-2 more shots a game, honestly. But like Eric said, and like we've all been saying, everybody's gonna pick up the slack. I mean, it's not something that you can just be like, oh, okay, just fill them in. But it's going to be a collective thing for sure.
About Slim,
Mhm.
she's obviously been taking tips since Shakira's been out. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on what's different with Slim taking the tip as opposed to Shakira or traditional player?
I think it was throwing people off a little bit now that I kind of expect it. But I mean, Slim isn't like her athleticism is known throughout the league. I mean, I've been keeping up with Slim ever since she was in college. Because she played with a few of my friends in AAU. So, I mean, I don't know why people would be surprised. She's got ops. Yeah. Mhm.
First of all, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You said it before, everyone plays the same schedule to travel, but how important was that rest, for that, maybe that 2-day
Mhm.
weekend event, you said?
It was really big, specifically because we have injuries. Honestly. Yeah.
And she's no stranger to the team, but how has it been with Renee's energy and
Mhm.
back with the squad and just seeing her again?
Yeah, well, honestly, Nate's been a little sleepy. She's a little jet lag. So her energy, I mean, she's always been a cool person. Come right off the rip. I think the coaches are really locked in on making sure that they can bring people back that's been a part of our system before, or that can catch on quickly. they can catch on quickly. She's coming off a gold medal. So it's not like she doesn't know the game. She's fitting right in, and we're just gonna figure out how to integrate her.
And then last week, you talked about sisterhood, the bond.
Mhm.
How has that helped during this adversity and the tough times that you still, y'all are smiling, a positive attitude?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's huge. What are you gonna do? Just sit around and complain?
Right.
It's basketball. You know, at the end of the day, we're alive. We all got food on the table, roof over our heads. It's just another adversary that we have to overcome.
appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Cream.
Hey, what's up, Ariel? How are you?
What's up, Curry?
Just a quickie, you mentioned a minute ago the rest was good for the body, but Eric also mentioned, kind of a chance to refocus mentally. I'm just curious how a couple days off, how a weekend kind of allows you to kind of, get your mind right. What was that like for you? Was that a thing for you, or
Yeah.
you just wanted to kind of keep it rolling?
For me, it was really good because I got to step away from the game. We ended up playing in Dallas and then having 2 days off, so I was able to stay home with my family, and just be around them and kind of soak up that extra love, extra home cooking. So for me, it's a complete shutdown as far as like mentally thinking about basketball. Obviously, I still talk to my teammates because like those my homies. But basketball wise, like I didn't watch any film. I didn't go to the gym and try to put up 1,000 shots. It was just a matter of making sure my body was still primed and ready because obviously I'm in season, but not overexerting myself on trying to lock into X's and O's and logistics. It was a really good mental break.
I was going to say, how important is that during a long season and tough stretches and all of the adjustments that you guys got to have all the time? How important is it to be able to kind of take your mind off of basketball for a little bit, considering how heavy these stretches are for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak for myself personally because honestly, everybody is different. But for me personally, I've had to learn how to step away from the game, even if it is for an hour after a game where I feel like I didn't play well, or 30 minutes throughout the day where I'm like, no, I'm not going to be thinking about this because my mind is constantly racing. But it is really important just because it gives you a different perspective. When you come back, you have a fresh mind and you're not thinking about the same old thoughts and you're not so, I guess, hard on yourself. Like you get to come into it with a new fresh thought, new fresh perspective, new face from it.
Cool. Perfect. Appreciate you. See you
Yep.
tomorrow.
See you.
Alexa.
Hey there, this is Alexa Philpott from ESPN. This is a little bit of a random question, but we're doing a survey of different teams as practice facilities. So I'm just curious if you could share your thoughts on what you guys like the most or what you personally like the most about the practice facility that you guys have there in DC. And kind of what you've seen even with the practice facility compared to other teams in the league and how it kind of ranks up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously kind of the holy grail of them all that we all saw is Vegas's. I haven't been there though, so I mean it looks nice from the internet. But I love our facility for the simple fact that we have everything here we need. We get fed, got the weight room, gyms 24/7, access is gated, we have security. I got a locker room, got somewhere to put my shoes, all the balls and water and juice I could, ever dream of. So I love our facility.
Thanks, Ariel. And
Yeah.
are there any things that you'd want to see added to a facility, or like when you talk about the gold standard with Vegas, what maybe whether or not it's DC or teams as a whole throughout the league could do moving forward to really elevate it to the best that the pro league can offer?
I think obviously end goal is for everybody to kind of have their own facility. I think that's just when you think about where we want to see the W and not only like how we want to travel, the bigger stadiums that we play in and different things like that. Definitely would be a dream to kind of like have your own facility.
Great. Appreciate it, Ariel. Thank you.
Yep.
That's it. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Just a couple quickies for you real quick. Got a couple days off. I'm curious, obviously good for the body, but how important was it for kind of a mental break in such a long season with so much going on to be able to just kind of take your mind off basketball for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to be able to disconnect and just have time with your friends, family, or just even yourself, just having like a day to yourself, like a spa day. So I mean, it's good.
Mhm.
Important. Super important.
How is the body doing? How's the body progressing? Obviously, you're getting more minutes and doing more. So I'm just curious how you're feeling these days.
Good. I mean, best I could feel. Just trying to do whatever I can. Whatever that is. Sometimes it's me being loud and talking on the court, or sometimes it's, cheering my teammates on from the bench. So it's just whatever I can do.
Are you feeling good about the progression? I mean, I feel like we're seeing an upward trajectory. I know you're not ultimately where you want to be, but are you
Yeah.
feeling good about the path?
Yeah, I feel good about the past, but like you said, it's not like where I want to be. And I got to just keep reminding myself, like, this is going to be a journey. It's not going to come easy, and it's definitely not going to happen overnight. And that's what I thought, honestly, a couple of times. But, we talked about it before, like accepting these type of days and weeks and just going with the flow.
Yep. And just the last one, I'm curious, has there been a moment recently or things that have encouraged you that you've been like, oh yeah, that felt like myself. Okay, look, I mean, I know you're talking a lot about staying up, but what have been a couple of those good moments where you can see what you want to see?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, every time I walk into the gym and I'm around my teammates, this is my dream job, to be able to be a professional athlete. So, I mean, just coming here every single day, that's enough for me.
Cool.
It's not.
Alexa.
Y'all can come in.
Hi, Myisha.
Hey.
Hope you're doing well.
Thanks.
We're surveying teams throughout the league just about everyone's practice facilities. So I was just curious to get your thoughts on what you think of what you guys have there down in DC, the positives, anything you wish you had but don't, just your overall
She's
thoughts.
trying to get us in trouble.
Oh no, you can do positive. Whatever you want there.
Things that I like and don't like about ESA.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll talk about the things I do like.
Okay.
One of the things is the sauna that we have. I've been using that before games, and that's definitely been helping me get warm a lot faster and not have to be on the table in the training room a lot longer, or even with our strength and conditioning coach just trying to warm me up. Like, the sauna's been helping a lot. So just to have that is a blessing. Our own practice facility. I can leave my sneakers in the locker room. I have a locker. I would say some people don't have that. So that's a blessing. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
Sure.
Oh, we got chefs. We got the best chefs in the world. That's
What's your
another thing.
favorite? What's your
Huh?
favorite food that you get from the fish chefs there?
Ooh, okay. I like the pasta whatever pastas it is, it doesn't matter. Pasta is really good. They pulled out a tomahawk steak a couple times, 2 times before. That was pretty good. The crab cakes, those are good ones too.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're not messing
be back there
around.
chefing it up. Yeah, no, they know what they're doing. The smoothies, A1. No, they know what they're doing over there.
That sounds great. Have you seen other teams throughout the league either build their own facilities, or teams like what you guys have, having this like full out professional facility that has all these bells and whistles? Where do you think about where the league can go in providing all these amenities and also just important stuff for your bodies, even as the league continues to grow?
Yeah, I feel like that's super important. I mean, since my first year here, I felt like we've always been ahead of a lot of teams, whether that be, the mental game of basketball and just life in general, just having Stu around from the beginning for me. And I don't know how many years he's been working with the Mystics, but just having him, our strength and conditioning staff, amazing. Our medical staff, amazing. Our coaches, phenomenal. So, I mean, I feel like we've just been ahead of the game a lot. So like, nothing's like, oh shoot, to me, because it's like, oh, like I'm used to this now. But yeah, I don't feel like we've been ahead of the game for a minute now.
For sure. Well, I appreciate it, Myisha. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We'll go into the room now. Tyler.
Hey, Myisha, how you doing?
Are they playing games out there? She playing? You was knocking? Oh,
You talk about your progression and coming back today. Does Shakira getting hurt and does Lena going through her situation, do you put any more pressure on yourself? With that? I know Eric's been trying to make sure you're still going through your
yeah.
thing, but I'm curious just for you.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Because everyone's race is different and they put this team together because we're all special and we can all give something to the team. What Shakira gives to this team, I could never give to the team. What Atlanta gives to the team, I could never give to the team. Like I give something that only Myisha can give. So I would never, put enough or put pressure or even more pressure on myself because one of them are out.
I want you to brag on Ariel a little bit. I know you both came into the league together.
Mhm.
With her confidence that she has, especially when it comes to shooting the ball, could you speak to that at all and just how you see her, how she carries herself on and off the court?
I mean, as soon as she walked in here, she was a pro. Like A's been a pro. So I've known A since high school. So A's been a pro since high school to me. Like you said, like the way she carries herself is just like she's about her business. She's straightforward to the point. When she says, okay, I'm going to come in, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. She's going to do it. No hesitation. There's nobody distracting her. It doesn't matter. She's going to get it done. So, I mean, that's just a testimony to her and how long she's been on this grind of, now becoming an Olympian, all-star, first team defense for six seasons. Or no, this is our sixth one now. So 5 seasons previous. So it's just like, I don't know. That girl is just a pro. I don't know. Man, if I could just be in her head for a little bit to see like how she like thinks. Well, I can kind of understand how she thinks because she's different. But like, nah, she's yeah. A's amazing. A's amazing. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that was great. And last one, I want to ask about your shoes and what shoes you wear to games. Curious, do you have to wear the same shoe every single game? What do you gravitate towards? What are you wearing now?
So I started off with wearing Elena shoe. Then I need some height. So my orthotics didn't fit in that shoe. So then I had to switch to another pair. I don't even know what I'm wearing right now, but my orthotics fit in that because I need some height. So the orthotics give me a little boost. So I just wear those now. But I'm not one that has to like wear the same shoes every single time. It's just whatever is comfortable or whatever I grab.
Thank
Yeah.
You.
Good, can't complain. Good to see you too.
We talk a lot about the pro sports side, but it's a business side as well. That had it's what we remember about her and that she was on that.
Yeah, I mean, I already talked to her right after we found out, but she's an amazing person. As soon as she walked in here, like she was just a light. Like the first moment like we interacted, I did not know what to expect from her or like the type of person she was, but getting to know her, like she's an amazing person. So I'm definitely gonna be sad that she's gone, but just wishing her the best.
And then we also talk about growing the game, not just from media and fans and supporters and players as well. We just coming back to the Asia Cup, WBB fans. I guess how much often do you get to watch other games, although you're a pro athlete yourself?
So most of the time I'll watch every game on W that is on TV or even the League Pass because we have the access to it. As long as like we're not playing. I'll watch all the games. I don't know. I love watching basketball. So it was first year actually that I was watching a lot of NBA. So like watching that too, I'm like, our game is really similar. It's not that many differences between an NBA team and a women's basketball team. So it's just like just being able to watch a lot of basketball just helps me. Calms my nerves too.
I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.